We know that most boys get in trouble between 3 and 7 p.m. We know most girls get pregnant between 3 and 7 p.m. So if black parents could really make sure their child is supervised and that they have constructive things to do at the end of the school day and just until dinner time, they'll be okay. 3 to 7 is the culprit. Not that our children can't get into trouble outside of those hours, but most of the time it's between 3 and 7 that most pregnancies and most juvenile delinquent activity takes place. So parents have to supervise their children. I would say, having worked in the schools for nearly a quarter of a century now, I would definitely say that parental supervision, without question, is a very big issue. There is no such thing as teenage pregnancy if there's parental supervision. You cannot get pregnant if you're being supervised by your parents. You cannot get pregnant if you're being supervised by responsible adults in the community. So parental supervision is a big issue. However, many of our parents have to work 2 and 3 jobs, so they're not always available to supervise their child, which is why we as a community have to come together and provide that supportive system that can help our parents supervise their children when they can't be available to do so themselves. So even though the parent might be the first teacher of the child, I think the community itself is the first protector of the child, because no parent can protect their child on their own. No parent can supervise their child on their own. No parent can educate their child on their own. And let's also keep in mind that most of our children are being raised by black women, single black mothers who are doing the best that they can, but they can't do it all on their own. Too often we focus on the parent and not enough on the community where that parent lives. The black church has been given, they've been wiped totally free of accountability. Nobody talks about the church and what it is not doing to support our black mothers. Our politicians, same thing. They have been able to escape accountability. Nobody talks about what they should be doing. Our grassroots organizations, nobody talks about what they should be doing. In our black businesses, nobody talks about what they should be doing. The conversation always goes right back to the most vulnerable person in our community, the single black mother. We need to shift that conversation and start talking about the responsibility of community stakeholders as it relates to the supervision and the education of our children.